Back again, man. Um, I'm telling you right now, not everybody is gonna like this in particular. The parents. By all means, I'm not taking any shots at anybody, but you got certain parents out here, man, that did the best to their ability. For given the situation that they had. What I'm saying? I'm not uh here to talk best, about, about them, but I'm talking about the people out here that really and truly makes it harder for their children and refuse to acknowledge what is it that they've done. Make no mistake, you got people out here, like I said from before, that did the absolute best that they could. You know what I'm saying? And speaking from experience, man, it's difficult when you are now an adult and you still can't even speak to your own parents or parent. Some people may have grown up saying that, hey, why do you constantly say or they stop you from expressing yourself, like, or don't cry, don't let them see you weak. It's like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? When you do that to a child, man, you are not only keeping them back from expressing themselves, but they're going to continue to have that condition. And then what's eventually going to happen is that when they get older, they're going to be attracted to people who are emotionally unavailable, and they really don't show their expressions. And when that individual does show their expressions, their emotions and their feelings, it's going to be a turn off for them. I'm telling you. You feel me? So be careful about what it is that you teach, your children. And I always put it back, to you as an individual. If you as an individual do not want that for yourself, why the fuck would you want it for somebody else, yo? It's not going to work. That doesn't build, a healthy relationship whatsoever, down the road. You cannot absolutely tell a child to hold back their emotions and their feelings. It's too many times that I've seen this, like, speaking of it, yo. I even went through that, like, speaking of it, yo. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, it's nobody wins. Not the parent or that child, or that child that's now an adult. They're going to constantly have failed relationships, later on down the road. And if you think I'm lying to you, sit down and literally think of every damn relationship that you've ever had in your life. And ask yourself, what made that relationship fail? And eventually, for some people, not everybody, it's going to go back to your childhood. It could either come from the parents or possibly the environment, that they were in. You feel me? So you really have to act, really and truly have to sit down with your emotions and your feelings. Because the thing is, when you go to your parents, or a child goes to their parent, child or adult, doesn't matter, and a child, and the parent just completely blows you off, it's going to make you feel a certain kind of way. And then when you're now an adult you're going to be, for some people, not everybody, but certain people are going to feel the need to be in a rush in a relationship with somebody because they did not receive, that unconditional love or the right amount of attention from their parents. I'm telling you, man, it's a continuous, cycle. And it's up to us to put an end to that shit. We really and truly do. Because if not, you're just going to pass, that same cycle on to your children. And if you don't have children, you're going to pass that same cycle to, the person that you're involved with in a romantic relationship. So just be mindful, about what is it that you say? How is it that you act? Everything. You know what I'm saying? Because it also, you never know who's watching you, man. It could be a complete and total stranger. And they may end up seeing how you speak or how you act. And that individual, could be someone that's, has their own business that is climbing up the ladders, or they're very popular and they may offer you a job, or you may just have a child that you don't even know just walk right past you, and they may just want to hug you or just want to hold your hand for, for no reason. Speaking from experience. So you really truly have to take your time. Take your time, man. And even if you're not a parent, like speaking of it, it's it's cool, but it's okay. But I would think that you still have to be mindful. Because if not, your next romantic relationship is gonna go down the damn gutter. But again, like I said from before, I'm not trying to take shots at anybody, yo. I would just like people to become more aware about what is it that they are doing, and how is it that they are acting, and what is it that they're saying. Because like I said, man, you wouldn't want it for yourself. So why would you want it for, other people or your own children? Anyways, man, y'all be easy out here, yo. Take the time to be within yourself. And also, for the people out there that did not receive that unconditional love, even from their own parents, you give that love and that attention to your damn self. That is a necessity. Give that to yourself. But y'all be easy out here, man. One love to you, man.